Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching today. Today I'm doing my first build here in Wishblossom Ranch and I'm so excited. I've been loving this DLC and I hope that you are as well. So I wanted to put my Scrooge store and my house and some of the markets in this first area by the main well in Wishblossom Ranch so that when I go to fast travel it's the first thing I click and it's just easy for me to hop over and grab all my stuff I need. So I started out by messing around with pathing, trying to figure out what kind of layout that I want. And so I went with doing the diagonal pathing, kind of mimicking the well area, how that is diagonal. And so I do have, if you're not used to using diagonal pathing, I do have a couple walkthroughs and tips on my channel that you can review. But basically, I'm just putting the pathing at the diagonal and then I'm changing the sides. You can also do this, make this pathing in the straight way if you wanted to, but it's just quicker to do it this way. Anyhow, I did mess around with it quite a bit, and also I'm having the issue where when I decorate, if I don't save often enough, it's deleting and it feels like more than usual. So keep that in mind when you're decorating. You want to back out of furniture mode and save pretty often. So anyways, this is the final kind of layout that I decided to go with. I created these kind of diagonal pathways and then kind of center areas using this. I used the main street pathing for the main pathing because, well, I have a ton of it, but also I just love the warm tone of it with the other buildings. I did want to use more of this slate stone path that comes with the new DLC, but I need to grind some more for some more of it. But also the crafting recipe is only crafting one piece at a time right now, which is not normal. Normally pathing will craft 4, and they had this issue previously with Main Street Path where it was only crafting 1, and I crafted like tons of it, and then they changed the recipe to make 4, so I lost out on a lot of resources, a lot of grind time. So I didn't want to make too much of it yet in case they do that again. So yeah, I do end up using some of like the snowy brick and things like that. There's a lot of pathing that we have in the game that looks good as well, so you'll see that, and I might change some of it later on when I get some more of this. So I decided to put Scrooge and Remy's at the diagonal here, everything kind of looking towards the bridge coming from the train station area. And then I have one also main street path going from the well area to the other bridge, and just all of the main areas I think look really nice. Views coming into this area with this layout, I really like it. So I decided to make Remy's, I wanted to put a big outdoor area, so I'm extending this area of his map to create an outdoor restaurant area. And I played around a lot with a lot of things. I did grind for days before I did this build so that I could have as many of the items as that I could get. So I do have a lot of the craftables. I do have a lot of quest items here, and I have days of Scrooge items. So if there's anything you see, all of this is craftable or in-game items. I think the only premium items is the house that came with the deluxe edition that I use here. I'm using that for my house because it looks kind of like a town hall to me. It has the clock on it. It's the one that you were supposed to get that we got in the mail. Anyways, I'll show you that. If I see any other like premium items or anything random, I'll try to point it out. But you can always ask me in the comments where things came from. But anyways, so I decided to make this area for Remy's, and so I fenced it off and used one of these cute little flower arches that's a craftable, and some of these, well, all these are craftable. Actually, this fireplace, yep, it's craftable. The flower rugs are craftable and they're so cute. I love the color contrast between the like slate stone and the Main Street path and these flower rugs. And I love that rug. It's such a good size and everything. So I went and crafted some more of those. And then I found these painted gates, which I only had so many of those, so I ended up just putting a few of them in between. And I really like how that looks. They could be, you know, actual gates for people to get in, but also just add some nice color and contrast to the fence. I wanted to create like a bar area, but I only have the corner cabinets right now. I think the other ones are Scrooge items, so I'm still waiting on those. But I did turn out, I just put a couple of the corner cabinets here for a little, I guess like bar, not a bar, but like a little diner bar kind of area. Um, and then I got those cute little stools. I think those might be like Tigger quest. And then, yeah, so those are really cute and go really well because this is all turning out kind of like, you know, a little country restaurant, maybe like a Cracker Barrel, even though I haven't been there in like a million years. I don't know, but something like that. And then I knew I wanted to put a little area kind of up to the side out front where you would maybe like park your horse. So I kind of started designating a little spot for that. Um, I love these tables that have the all these chairs around them with some pies and stuff. We got that from a Snow White quest, and they're super cute, especially because they have so many chairs around them. But I also wanted to put a couple empty tables that I could add to some of the new food because I really love a lot of the new recipes. Yeah, so I'm just adding a little fence post for where you might tie up your horse over here on the side. And then I'm going back, kind of moving around. So I put an empty table with some chairs. These are all craftable items. And then I also had put the couch and fireplace and little rocking chair. The couch is I think a Snow White quest, friendship quest reward, and then the other things are crafted items, and I just think it looks so cute. Oh, and then I found these bear chairs, which I just think is the cutest little like sitting area and kind of one of these little country bars. You know, I do want to make all of the Wishblossom Ranch or Alps or whatever mountains. I don't forget what the whole thing's called, but kind of Corona and Frozen. A lot of Corona. You know, I wanted to bring Rapunzel and Flynn here before we even got it because I want him to be with Max, and I just think the look of it goes really well with Corona. You might see somewhere in this video I do have the castle in the background in the snowy area right behind this because I was trying to see if I wanted to put it in this main area or where I would have good views. I'm still kind of deciding that for now, but anyways, I do want to use a lot of Corona and Frozen items here. You know, I'll be putting them in, and be putting Anna and Kristoff in another area as well. But for now, I'm just gonna build up with some of these building kits, I guess they call them. So some of the pieces that we got, this tall piece is actually in Scrooge's, and I don't know if it was supposed to be that way, but I bought a bunch of them because the one you can craft has a water wheel, but you can't put it in water. You can't put river kit under it. So I'm just here using the craftable items. You know, some of them I just picked up because I deleted all the biomes here, so some of them were just what was already in the game. And I'm just kind of moving them around, trying to make it not all symmetrical, and trying to put some of the pieces forward and back and just creating some dimension. I'm not doing anything extravagant here. This is the first time I'm kind of playing around with them. So yeah, it should be easy to copy if you wanted to, but I'm also, as you see, kind of looking at them in different ways just to see kind of what's possible. This is a kind of a small area, even though it looks bigger than it is. You can't get real close to the mountainside, so there's not a whole lot that fits here, but it looks really cute with all these put together. So I love how this road turned out. And as you can see, I do have this town hall looking house. That's my house right now. I am going to be doing another build and moving myself, but this house obviously, if you got it with the deluxe kit, I will still be putting this house here. I just won't be living in it. But for now, it has my ugly mailbox. Sorry, folks. I just love all these new like items and all the tones of everything. I did fill it up to where I couldn't put even like a lot of trees and stuff around, but do keep in mind, do not delete your tree clusters in the alpine area because you cannot find them in the furniture menu, so you lose them if you delete them all. So you can copy them if you have them somewhere, so try not to do like I did and delete everything. I do have some of them around that I left, and I started like copying them to save them, but I hope they fix that soon. I don't even know what else is missing, but so far I haven't had too many bugs, and I'm hoping that they'll be fixing them quicker than usual. We do have an update coming fairly soon. I don't know if that was on purpose so that they could put out all the bug fixes with that, but we'll see. I also decided to put the big clock tower in here just because I think it matches the vibe so well and the color tones. I also have this big flower glowing centerpiece here. That was a quest item. Yeah, and then I'm just adding some little decor outside each of the, or I guess this row of houses, you know, just like flowers and little rustic items, which is so cute. I kind of put stuff by this town center, just adding all of the details everywhere. And I did want to make everything wide enough to be able to get through easily with my horses, to be able to see all the views and not, you know, do too much, but I do think it still looks very full and like very cozy, so I really love how it turns out. Just kind of going through the foliage here and things, like trying to see, just adding some like flowers and stuff because we didn't get any more new flower pots or things. Like we had one quest thing, but we can't make more. I'm kind of upset about that. No new flower beds and stuff. The flowers are really nice in the game. I dropped some and they went on pathing because I dropped some from another biome. So they have a small footprint. You can put them everywhere, but I accidentally picked them up with a vacuum later. So anyways, this is some of that new cobblestone that is a craftable in the game. So I just use a little bit of that here. It's kind of just to add some kind of color contrast or some kind of pattern here up to the stairs, some little stepping stones over here. But what you can see here on this well area is that I did put all my stalls there. I didn't do much cute. I know the bee stall doesn't really fit, but I've been wanting to grab those every chance I get. So I'm constantly picking up those beast flowers because flowers are really needed in a lot of the recipes. So I'll probably be moving those stalls at some point to make a cuter area, but for now I'm constantly grabbing them every time I go back to my house or go to the store or go to this well or anything, which is why also I did put my horse stables here for now. I probably am going to be making a bigger area for my house and the stables, but they do fit here and it's cute to have them here now because I'm living in this house. So I just decided to make it so that I could see them even. I haven't given them a whole lot of area because all of these special horses, I'm really sad that we can't assign them to a stable or an area because they all just gather around and run into each other and do weird things. But anyways, this is enough area for all of them, and they kind of wander around a little bit in the street here, but it's still really cute. So I love seeing all the backgrounds and the views from all the different bridges here. The more time I spend here and like walk around and stuff, it's really nice. I love that it snows instead of rains, even though there is way too much dang rain in this game for me. I have been having so much rain while playing this DLC, and I'm still waiting for, hopefully they fix that. At least with here it snows, so it's not as bad when it doesn't look as bad, but also it's just too much. um, but I'm just creating a little fence area, but also kind of making it look like the gates open, because I wanted the horses to be able to easily kind of walk around there. I did kind of make it tight and just didn't add too much decor, because there is so many of the extra horses that need room there. I just added in, as you can see, the Christmas market by Moana's stall, or Moana's fishing boat. I do really want Moana's fishing boat here, because I again am grabbing all these resources constantly, because even fish are needed for crafting. And so this just makes it easy. I just put a chest by every stall and I keep filling them up. And I've picked them up, and I am making another storage area. But yeah, so here I'm gonna put out some of these cute new recipes. So I have this Christmas stall. I have a little fairy chairs and bench over there, which is our craftable, super cute. And you can see here I dropped some of these flowers. Look, they just went right on the pathing, which is pretty nice compared to some of the flowers we have, but I ended up picking them up on accident. I'm kind of changing this pathing around under the centerpiece a lot. I did like the teal, because I do like bringing out some of the teal colors, but I don't know. I think, you know, when it starts snowing or raining, colors look different, and I end up wanting like change stuff around. But anyways, here is the final result and tour. I hope that you like it. I really love how this turned out. I put a lot of water towels under this. I don't know if I need so many water towels under that. Anyways, it's fine, guys. So you can see I put all the few stalls up here. I haven't put Mulan's tea stall out just because it's the same as everything, but the other stalls I put up here because I grab them every day, and I put a crafting bench. But yeah, so you can add some decor up there, but I didn't make it too cute yet. I just left it how I had. And we'll see what I do with it. I love this little like cozy restaurant Remy area. The little bar stools and, you know, pies and stuff just feels like a nice little country restaurant to me. I love these little wagon wheel bookcases. They're so cute. So you can see coming from this side, I just love how it looks. It kind of goes right into the restaurant area. And I can get around everywhere with the horses here. Actually, they pretty much get around everywhere I do, but just wanted to show that. And then the whole row of little village houses here. Maybe should have. Camera might be a little bit more crazy on the horse, but I mean, you saw a lot of the idea here. I haven't crafted any of the lamp posts yet. I just have what they've given me, but they did have a lot of them out, so they were kind of random, but I might be adding some more lighting in. I do love the lights at night here, except for the Remy and Scrooge skins don't light up right now, which is sad because I know they would look so cute. I do have space to go all the way around the stable area and get to the fishing areas and stuff, yeah. So this is at nighttime. It's so cozy and warm. But yeah, Scrooge and Remy's are dark. And now I'm just gonna taunt Flynn, who doesn't even care. I jump over him with Maximus. But thank you so much for watching today. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you all have the most wonderful rest of your day.